Guys, if you like Dragon Ball Hakai, today is the best day for you to subscribe to our Patreon. We started publishing about 3 pages a day of the next chapter of Dragon Ball Hakai. In addition, you will also have access to several other stories created by our team, including Dragon Ball Shinken. By collaborating with our Patreon, you help us keep Dragon Ball Hakai alive and have a lot of benefits. Become a member of our community too. The link is in the video description and in the pinned comment. I'm waiting for you there. Before you watch this newest Dragon Ball Shinken content, comment hashtag Gogeta Shinken and hashtag Ultra Vegito so we'll bring you the next Dragon Ball Shinken videos even faster. Comment now so you don't forget later. Episode 38, The Evil Saiyans, Part 3. I am the fusion of those who are called Gohan Black and Evil Goku. My name for you will be Evil Gokhan Black, says the fusion warrior who was just born, showing a sovereign smile, facing the other 2 fusion warriors. Vegito and Gogeta, who look at him with their mouths open. Damn, this isn't good, says Vegito. It wasn't easy to fight those guys separately. Now that they've merged, it will be much worse, Gogeta adds. And that's not all. We have already spent a considerable amount of energy in the previous combats. Vados has a very confident smile on her face and asks Gokhan to start showing them his true power. Gokhan nods, then begins releasing a dizzying amount of ki. The aura of energy he releases begins to cause absolutely intense vibrations throughout the gigantic universe. Even the bodies of Gogeta, Vegito, Zyko, and Vados begin to tremble with the monstrous ki. Even billions of light years away, planets and stars collapse. Stellar explosions happen across multiple galaxies and solar systems. Millions of planets experience catastrophic calamities, many to the point of being completely torn apart. Even in other dimensions comes the result of Gokhan's obscene release of power, with fissures in space-time being opened and bringing with them this dense evil energy that causes despair in beings from multiple worlds. In the world of the gods, Daishinkan and Chamras feel this mastodonic ki and become alarmed. This power is simply overwhelming. Will Gogeta and Vegito be able to handle this? Chamras questions. Daishinkan doesn't respond. He maintains a worried silence. Surrounded by a dense layer of evil energy, Gokhan shows everyone a sublime form that no one present in that place has ever seen. Behold the power of Super Saiyan 7, he roars, letting out laughter that causes vibrations throughout the place thanks to the power of his voice. Vados laughs with excitement when she sees this, admitting that not even she expected the power of this fusion to be so great. You know what I'm thinking? After you 2 die, I will want a Gokhan's child too. I'm sure it will be an invincible warrior. When Zyko hears his mother say this, he doesn't hide his jealousy. He raises his Super Saiyan 6's ki, saying that he has not reached the limit of his powers, and will prove to his mother that he can surpass Gokhan's level. Gogeta and Vegito prepare for combat, one invoking his Shinken power more intensely, and the other the ki of destruction together with the ki of Ultra Instinct. What will we do, Gogeta? Vegito asks for the first time, truly fearing an opponent. Gogeta thinks for a few seconds before responding. I will deal with Gokhan. You defeat this other guy and avenge what he did to Gohan. Vegito agrees with a nod. Far away, they are all observed by the Angel Rum, who watches the whole situation with a very serious expression. That's not good at all, she says to herself. Rum then leaves that place in a hurry. At the same time, Evil Gokhan Black, Super Saiyan 7, and Zyko Super Saiyan 6 raise their ki. With his heart filled with jealousy, Zyko challenges his companion. What do you say we make a bet, Gokhan? Let's see who wins the fight first. Gokhan accepts the challenge, not doubting for a moment the outcome that benefits him. Enough with the bullshit, Vegito shouts, approaching Zyko at an absurd speed to land a kick with all his violence. But Zyko's response comes at an even greater speed, holding back the attack with his forearm. A punch from Zyko comes next, blocked by Vegito. You're strong, kid. I didn't spare any strength on that kick, Vegito admits. Now I know why Gohan couldn't even come close to beating you. Gogeta doesn't stay still either. He prepares to attack Gokhan. However, he is surprised when the other fusion moves in front of him at such a high speed that not even Gogeta could notice his movement. All he can do is raise his arm reflectively to catch a punch from Gokhan at the expense of feeling a sharp pain in the bones and muscles of his forearm. Despite this, he is not intimidated and immediately counterattacks with a punch, only to be shocked when his blow is easily stopped by Gokhan's hand, who, with a squeeze, crushes his hand, shattering his bones. Gogeta steps back holding his hand, whose bones have just turned into mush. "This guy is strong, very strong," Gogeta acknowledges while healing his injured hand. Certain of their fall, Vados says that today will be the day that Gogeta and Vegito finally fall. The clash between Vegito and Zyko is intense. Every strike, parry, and dodge sending waves of energy throughout the great universe. As their fists and feet fly, the void trembles under the impact of their bodies. Vegito attacks the enemy with great fury, seeking revenge for the suffering Zyko put his son through. On the other hand, he cannot give in completely to hatred, because in the face of this opponent, he needs to remain cautious, given the extraordinary power of the other combatant. Zyko also gives his all to his attacks, motivated to impress his mother and fulfill the goal she so desperately wants him to achieve. He knows that Vegito humiliated Vados in the battle in the past, and he wants to make him go through a much worse humiliation. With one fluid movement, Vegito moves away, his aura radiating even greater intensity as he fires a powerful energy attack. Zyko dodges and advances, reaching Vegito with a rain of punches that forces him to retreat. Zyko abruptly stops the sequence of punches to point his hand and launch a point-blank energy attack against Vegito, who is clever in escaping with the teleportation to reappear behind the other Saiyan and attack him with his key sword in order to impale the opponent's body. Zyko, however, turns around quickly, surprising Vegito by holding his key sword in his hand. With a punch from the other hand, Zyko breaks the key sword. Then he advances towards Vegito, his fists enveloped in a dark aura to strike his body with great power and draw his blood. Vegito retreats after this last blow, which really hurt him. Zyko smiles defiantly, his ki increasing more and more. Gogeta and Gokhan also engage more intensely in combat. The tumultuous energy generated by their fight echoed throughout the universe, creating an atmosphere charged with tension generated by the conflict between the evil energy of Gokhan Super Saiyan 7 and the pure energy of Gogeta Shinken. Gogeta, although incredibly powerful, feels the weight of the disadvantage compared to Gokhan. His movements are agile and precise, endowed with all the mastery of Shinken. However, Gokhan seems to anticipate each of his movements with impressive ease. The fusion between evil Goku and Gohan Black created a warrior of unparalleled skill. Gokhan, with an arrogant smile on his face, dodges Gogeta's blows with great speed before counterattacking with surprising strength. His fists find their target with relentless precision, testing the limits of Gogeta's endurance. With a quick spin, Gogeta launches himself towards Gokhan, his fists enveloped in a glowing aura. He delivers a series of powerful blows. However, Gokhan does not back down from the attack. With impressive skill, he blocks each blow with ease before counterattacking with ferocity. Gogeta's surprise is evident. He didn't expect to have to deal with such a formidable opponent. Gokhan, for his part, shows no signs of hesitation. His eyes glow with fierce energy, his aura pulsing with terrifying power. Gokhan continues to advance, his impressive speed cutting through the fabric of reality. He launches a series of quick, precise strikes, each charged with titanic force. Gogeta, despite his extraordinary resistance, feels every impact echo through his body. But Gogeta doesn't give up. With a grunt of effort, he responds to the attacks, refusing to crumble. The results of these two fights are catastrophic for the universe, which, despite being so large and dense, suffers worrying phenomena. In many places, space-time is partially or completely distorted, causing confusion in what is past and future. Parts of the universe simply disappear. Other parts are suddenly fused. Total chaos ensues. In the world of the gods, Zamasu despairs, telling Chamras and Daishinken that the natural order of the universe is being severely shaken, and if things continue like this, everything could disappear. Chamras tells Daishinken that this is going too far, and that they will need to intervene. Again, Daishinken responds nothing. He just remains silent and thoughtful. With a roar of determination, Gogeta focuses his energy, fueling his movements with the power of the Shinken. Every strike, every dodge is executed with relentless precision. As fists and ki blasts fly, the battlefield becomes a storm of energy. The intensity of the fight reaches a new level, with Gogeta channeling all his power to resist Gokhan's incessant attacks. Gokhan, for his part, shows no signs of slowing down. His determination is as fierce as his strength. His strikes charged with the evil energy of Super Saiyan 7. Each time his fists find their target, the impact is felt throughout the universe, reverberating through space and time. Gogeta accumulates a large amount of power to fire a powerful, highly concentrated energy laser that would pierce a body within the density of multiple universes. Gokhan receives this attack head-on, raising his ki to the point where he can hold this laser on his body without even suffering a slight punch. Gogeta is frustrated to see this attack was resisted so easily by Gokhan, and begins to reflect on what to do. This guy's power is extraordinary. I don't think even I can defeat him with raw power alone. I need to find another way to win. After thinking for a moment, Gogeta finally comes up with an idea, and he makes it clear by smiling at Gokhan, who is curious. Vegito and Zyko's fight continues with an ever-increasing degree of violence. Zyko's attacks, fueled by the evil power of Super Saiyan 6, are endowed with monstrous aggressiveness. On the other hand, Vegito's blows, containing a high level of destructive power, are not far behind. Armed with the desire for revenge for his son, Vegito momentarily gains the upper hand, managing to land a sequence of blows on Zyko that make the evil Saiyan feel his fury in his skin, muscles, bones, and organs. It doesn't matter how strong you are, kid. After what you did to my son, I can't allow myself to lose you too. That's why I will win no matter what. A punch hits Vegito, destabilizing him and giving Zyko the opening he needed to launch powerful attacks on his body. Punching his opponent with all his strength, Zyko responds. Don't think you're the only one with good motivations here, Vegito. With a swift movement, Vegito moves away once more, his mind working quickly to formulate a strategy. Damn, no matter how much I try to excel against this guy, he can respond in kind. I cannot exhaust my energy with him, as there's no more enemies to defeat. When he sees Gogeta smile, Gokhan asks what's wrong with him, remembering that his situation isn't good at all. Gogeta says he will find out soon. The fusion of Goku and Vegeta extends his hand, causing a pot to magically appear in front of him. He then begins to draw a seal on this pot. Evil Gokhan Black watches this curiously, wondering what he's intending to do. Vados, however, already knows what's happening and shouts at Gokhan, saying that it's a sealing technique and that he can't allow Gogeta to do it. Evil Gokhan Black complies, quickly firing a powerful energy attack intending to stop Gogeta. But Gogeta is smarter and uses teleportation. He avoids Gokhan's attack and goes behind his back. Before Gokhan could escape, Gogeta held out his hands to him and shouted, "If I can't kill you, I'll seal you." Evil Containment Wave. A spiral of energy captures Evil Gokhan Black, who begins to be swallowed towards the magic pot created by Gogeta. Vados rushes towards them to try to stop it, but Gogeta creates an energy shield around them that doesn't allow the angel to pass. "Now I got you, Gokhan," Gogeta says. Then he looks at Vados. "And you're next." Vados receives this threat with great fear. Looking at Vegito, Zyko can see how disconcerted he is at not being able to finish this fight in one go. He then decides to provoke more. "What's the matter, Vegito? Are you too weak to avenge your son's defeat?" Vegito gets even angrier and prepares to attack. But then, an attack comes from behind Zyko, piercing his heart. Absolutely shocked, he looks back, and when he sees who hit him, he sheds a tear. "Mother, why?" Vados stabbed her own son, with a smile on her face. If you want to see the next Dragon Ball Shinken video released faster, comment now #Zykor and #Evil Gokhan Black. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Patreon to find out more. Until the next video.